Folks, switching gears, joining us now, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, member of the Senate Foreign Relations and Homeland Securities Committee. Senator Johnson, welcome back, sir. Can I just get a quick thought? Jim Jordan didn't make it over the finish line. We need a Speaker of the House, a Republican Speaker. What do you think about this story?
Well, hopefully, the holdouts in the Republican Party will unify, and on a second vote, they'll elect Jim Jordan as Speaker. He'll make an extraordinary Speaker. He's a person of intelligence, integrity, you know that. Plus, he's a very practical individual. He'll have a game plan. He'll be the type of leader that lets his team know what the game plan is, and he'll fight hard to execute it and succeed on it. So again, I hope Republicans unify. We need a Speaker. The world's in flames because of Democrat governance, the Biden administration, and I hope he goes over, across the finish line in the second vote here.
Yeah, Jim Jordan is a spectacular human being. I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely, he'd make a great speaker too. And you know what, Senator, he has a pragmatic streak in him. I mean, he's a strong conservative, but he likes to get things done. So I agree. Senator Johnson, can I just ask you? You're talking about the world in flames because of very bad governance. The Bidens are in denial about Iran. There's another story, and I think you're aware of this story. These Iranian cutouts, Iranian spy ring, okay? Robert Malley in the State Department lost his security clearance, but they won't tell us why. He was part of this group that brought in the Iran Experts Initiative. And then the other one is this Ariane Tabatabai, who first was in State, and then Malley put her in the Defense Department. And she's the chief of staff for the guy who's in charge of special operations, the assistant secretary. I mean, what? And the Bidens are stonewalling us on every front. What is up? They're a bunch of Iranian cutouts.
Well, Larry, this administration has populated government with radical leftists, people that support the largest state-sponsored of terror, Iran. You're going to hear tomorrow in the Senate Foreign Relations, Jack Lew is going to be coming up as a nominee for the ambassador of Israel. He was a facilitator for Iran and flacking for them. So that'll be coming out in Senate testimony tomorrow. So again, you can't make this up. The Obama administration wanted to do a deal with the Ayatollahs, who are, it's an apocalyptic type of regime. You're not going to be able to reason with these people. They are for jihad. They're for martyrdom. They're for destruction. They're barbaric. You can't do a deal with these people. And Israel needs 100% support its right to defend itself. It's not going to be pretty, but what Hamas did to Israel, understand who the aggressor is, who the barbarians are.
I mean, Senator Johnson, just in the last minute, I know that Chairman Jamie Comer is going to investigate this Iran spy ring. My question to you is there any effort in the Senate to get I know Jack Lew is in trouble. Senator Wicker said as much at the top of the show. You're exactly right, for the right reason. Is somebody going to look in? I mean, it's not a good idea to have Iranian spies in the State Department and the Defense Department, one would think.
No, it's not. But unfortunately, you have Democrat senators who are in lockstep behind the Biden administration. They'll support them till the end. And so there's no curiosity on all kinds of issues that need full investigation, but they're just not being investigated here in the Senate, which is why it's very helpful to maintain a majority, at least in the House, and hopefully win the next election.
All right, Senator Ron Johnson, thank you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you'll come back.